Micro DOT helmets weigh less than a bottle of water and are the lightest DOT-approved helmets on the market, available in a variety of styles. Keep your head safe with a lightweight DOT-approved helmet. Visit microdothelmets.com.
Who's ready for some Motorcycle Mayhem Radio National? What's up, everybody? I am Johnny Rizzo, and we got the boys with us tonight. We got Bob Johnson. What's up, Bob?
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Oh, how you doing, Bob?
Good. Doing well.
You look good over there at the Summer at the Shed, celebrating 20 years of live music. Awesome stuff. So let's say hello to Lucky from CycleFish.com. What's up, Lucky?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, CycleFish.com. Didn't mean to jump in on you. I thought you were just stopping at Lucky. I'm doing great. We're doing great. We're suffering a little heat wave out here right now. I got over 100. Yeah, I got up over 100 degrees today. So wow. I've been trying to cut back on the air conditioning a little bit when I'm home. You know, when you work at home and you got to run the air conditioner 24 hours, I try to cut down. But
yeah, I'm sure.
Had to break down, turn that sucker way up today because I was just dying out here. So, but otherwise it's great. We still got a lot of bikes on the road, a lot of riding season left. So we're excited, you know. And I know the rest of the country is still having some good weather for for the beginning of September here. So hopefully everybody's still out on the road out there, and we can stretch this into the fall and stay on them two wheels.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's say hi to LJ, freelance writer.
Yeah, it's actually a little chilly up this way, man.
I can imagine.
No, not too bad, but just a little bit of a chill in the air. It's pretty.
But you know what, though, I'm kind of enjoying it, man. It was so freaking hot, man. Last couple of days. I woke up this morning. It was 62 out, and it only got up to like a high of like 78 today. So I'll definitely take that, man. So how you doing, LJ?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Getting ready for Blackthorn. I won't be available next week. I'll be doing some stuff. I'll be busy.
All right.
Helping out with some stuff, and but I'll be thinking of you guys.
Oh yeah,
I'm thinking of you too.
We're thinking about you too. Oh man, it's a nice show now.
I'm really excited about Blackthorn, man. It's Catskill Mountain Thunder is coming up, and it's a big 4, 5, 6 days, man, of just partying and hanging out with my brothers and all that fun, man.
So what do you drive back and forth? Do you stay there?
Well, I stay there some nights and all that, but some days, like I said, if I get really drunk, like on a Friday night, I might hop on the bike, ride the bike. I usually leave my car down at the bottom of the hill, and because the hill can be a little rough sometimes, so I'll leave the car down there, drive the car up, take a shower here, take a nap, and then go back. I'm 5 miles away, so
not that bad.
How far is it over to Blackthorn from you, LJ?
It's like 5.3 miles or something like that.
You're like
wow.
You're almost on the property. I didn't realize you were that close.
Oh, I'm really close,
shit.
man. I love that place, man. Just had a good story come out in that South African magazine. They printed me again. New York Writer just printed a story for me. I had come out, and then Connecticut Cruise News. So. Unfortunately, I didn't make Easy Riders this month, but hopefully next month and a month after, we'll see what happens.
Nice.
They had told me I'd be in September, but I'm sure some better story came along.
You know what? You'll get there, LJ. You're a good writer. So let's kick it off with Bob Johnson, man. Bob, so tell us where you are. What are you doing up there, man? Bob froze
I am
up.
at Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. There you go. You got me?
Yeah.
I know.
Sort of. Yeah.
So I'm at Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. So, on the strip, I came here. It was a good show. So we got some vendors here.
Hey, Bob, you know what, Bob? We're going to come back.
Psycho Killer Waterless Wash and Wax.
We're going to come back to you, Bob.
Okay.
You're having some issues over there with your Wi-Fi. Sometimes you might have to turn your Wi-Fi off. It might be conflicting with a close-by Wi-Fi. So what's going on, Lucky?
Hey, I'll just living the dream out here, just working on Cyclefish, doing all kinds of new things. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up. I was talking to Bob, last week on the show here. We're going to start putting some focus groups out there, some corners for the people in the motorcycle industry. Our site is real popular, of course, with the motorcycle events out there. By far the most popular motorcycle event calendar, and the bikers and the riders just love our site. But I've been getting a lot of input from the people in the industry, such people like Bob, the vendors out there, the people that put on motorcycle events, the small independent shop owners and such. And they're looking for a place where they can chat and talk about the challenges they're facing today. As we know, everybody in the motorcycle industry is facing some challenges as the demographic changes a little bit. The old school bikers are kind of going by the wayside a little bit. I don't want to say where they're going, but we know some of our biker friends are going away, permanently going away, and the culture is changing a bit, and that's leading to some challenges for the people that are putting on events. They're going to have to address and entertain the new wave of younger bikers that are out there, the independent bike shops and such. They have people. The newer crowd is taking their bikes back to the dealers, back to the back to the bigger shops, and the independent bike shop owners are they've got some challenges, and this the same with the event promoters, vendors. So we're going to put some corners out there on Cyclefish. It should be up in about the next 2 weeks where the owners of these businesses go out there and they can chat and they can share the challenges, they can share the solutions they've come up with, and we'll have some input here also from our crew who does a lot of research in the motorcycle industry of some solutions that we may have for them to to work in today's today's environment to keep these rallies going. We don't want these going away. We can't stress that enough.
Exactly.
We've got to bring this new generation of bikers and motorcycle riders into our community and introduce them to the culture. And the culture may change. The culture may change a bit, as every culture has. I think the biker culture has probably hung on longer than anything else when you think about it. When you think about the the hippie culture and the different music cultures that have gone by in our lifetime. But as far as I remember from being a biker back in the mid 70s all the way till now, the biker culture really hasn't changed that much. We're one of the ones that hung on the longest, but it's it's getting to that point now that we're going to have to start making some adjustments. We're going to have to start inviting this new group of riders into our culture and teaching them the ways and maybe learning some stuff from them also.
Right.
Yeah, one of the things I found too, just me personally, is that I see a lot of the older bikers where, especially in the club world and all that, protocol and tradition is absolutely very important. Protocol, tradition, that's what we're about. And but we do have to adapt, a little bit to the new things. I know I see a lot of people be like, "Oh, that's not what we're about." But this all started with the feeling of freedom. Being out there riding and being free and doing our own thing. And then people get upset when new riders come in and they're kind of doing their own thing. So it's kind of, people got to understand. Listen. These guys want to do their own thing. We got to teach them protocol and tradition, but accept what they got and then slowly teach them so that in the future, it'll be different, but it'll still have the heart of what it was, what it started with,
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely right.
That's my opinion anyway.
I think a lot of it, LJ, comes from, the internet itself. And, I've made this point several times. Back when I was growing up in the motorcycle community, I started out, with like a lot of people with I think a Honda 350 CL that I had bought for like $200 and started riding, and then hanging around the bike shops and stuff, and I was lucky to get an old biker take me under his wing and teach me what I should be riding, and I got into motorcycle racing a little bit. But people took you under their wing. Now if you go out on the internet, if you're a young biker and if you ask a dumb question, and I asked a lot of dumb questions back then, but they were personal, and the guys would chuckle, but they put their arm around me and get over here, little bro, and they'd show me the right way to do things, about fixing my bike or anything like that. Now with the internet and hiding behind the keyboards and the screens, you go out there and you ask a dumb question and you get verbally abused by everyone on the internet. If you don't know how to if you don't know how to change, if you don't know how to change oil, you shouldn't be riding a damn motorcycle. And I get tired of that. It's just like just answer their freaking question, and
help them out.
The same with like you were saying about the freedom. back in the day it was ride free, live free, and now you look, and every time you post something, it's like you're not a real biker because you don't wear the same clothes as me, you don't ride the same motorcycle I ride, you don't work the same type of job I work, you don't live in the same community I live in, you can't be a biker. And it's like, well, what happened to the ride free, live free? You know,
be your own person. Like I said, I have always had a saying, and I've posted it a lot of places, and it's always been, if you ride a motorcycle and drink beer, I don't care what brand or style or whatever, we got a foundation for a friendship and a brotherhood right there. You know?
What about whiskey? I only drink whiskey. Sorry.
That's a whole other one.
I like whiskey.
We'll make an exception.
Nice.
For you, Lucky, we'll make an exception.
Okay.
Hey, whiskey's all part of it.
There you go. All right, so we got Bob back with us.
Yeah,
back.
Bob.
Yeah, I didn't have my Wi-Fi on.
Oh, okay.
Stupid, huh?
You looking to
So I
sound
have
good
a
now.
hot.
He's got the coolest background ever right now.
I know it looks like a marquee, right? It's very cool. So I have lights behind there, so I thought, hey, that'll look awesome. So I try to keep it different every week and have a different backdrop. This was something fun. Last week we're at the Shed in Maryville, Tennessee at the Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson. And the Shed is their outdoor music and food venue, and they have all these great bands. Driving and Crying. I'm with Jive Mother Mary. Guys, Jive Mother Mary was a fantastic band. I saw them last year. I wasn't there this year for this, but we were at the 20th birthday bash weekend. I got to see Whitey Morgan and the Kentucky Headhunters, and what a great, great show. So just a good time down there. And this weekend, we are at Geneva on the Lake, Ohio, for Thunder on the Strip. And it's been going on for hundreds of years, it seems like. I don't know. The town, it's like from one end to the other. There's restaurants, bars, cabins to rent. There's vendors galore here. Food, like you, Johnny, this is your heaven, man. You could go to a bar, to a restaurant.
Johnny? Why is it always Johnny?
Because you like food, man.
All right.
You're the food connoisseur.
You got me there. You got me. I got it.
So, yeah, it's just a good time. But anyway, last week I was fortunate enough to get to sit down with Whitey Morgan, outlaw great country artist, and so many hits the guy has, and he was so cordial and so friendly. He actually came in the trailer, sat with me, and we did this little interview. So, yeah, we can run that whenever, but we got a nice couple pictures and just a cordial, wonderful human being who's down to earth. He loves the biker lifestyle. He used to actually a biker, build bikes. He worked in a shop where they built hot rods and all kinds of fun stuff. But he's kind of wanting to do the bike stuff. So maybe that's future, maybe not. But either way, if you ever get a chance to go see country music artist Whitey Morgan, do not miss that opportunity. The guy just played the Grand Ole Opry. He still plays, small bars, 1,500 people or less or more. Great artist, so many hits. And it was just a good time. It was great meeting the guy.
So let's check out that interview you did with him, Bob. How do you think? All right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
check out this awesome interview.
Yeah, run it.
On the road with Bob Johnson.
Hey everybody, it's Bob Johnson from Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, and I am on the road. My special guest this week is Whitey Morgan, a great artist, independent outlaw music artist. Known him for years, heard of him, been listening to him on my Pandora. Got the opportunity to visit with him here at the Shed at Smoky Mountain Harley-Davidson. Whitey, welcome. It's great to see you, sir.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So you've been, you were recently at TMMR, the Tennessee Motorcycles and Music Revival at Loretta Lynn's Ranch. Well, how was that?
That was great. It was a pretty good party. If I remember right, it was hotter than shit. I think we had maybe a storm that almost came through. The usual biker rally
outdoor
and
events,
stuff.
right?
Yeah. It was good though. I just remember driving there from Nashville. I had the family with me, so it was a little different vibe for me. It wasn't as much of a party, but we had a good time. Band sounded great. And,
what an
iconic
iconic stage and setting there at Loretta Lynn's, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have been a Loretta Lynn fan since I was a little kid. One of my grandpa's favorites, so I've been listening to her forever. And then learned years later about the tie-in with the motocross and all that through friends that rode motocross that would talk about going to Loretta Lynn's. I'm like, what the hell do you mean?
Right. Yeah, I never even knew that they did that there.
It's huge.
And if you want to go
cool.
pro, you have to go through the Loretta Lynn's Ranch as a motocross rider. So
it's a big deal, yeah.
It is a big deal. So we're here at the Shed this week. Tonight is August 30th, And we got what a great stage, right? What a great venue.
Yeah.
And the
Great
legends,
staff.
the
Love
legends
the
that
place.
have been here, right,
Oh, yeah.
before
they
you.
get the real deal through here. It's great. Oh, it's easy to do that when your staff takes care of people as well as they do here. It's the first on people's list to get back.
Right.
You know, when you're hitting the road, you're doing like a big summer tour. It's like we got to hit the shed.
Yeah.
And you just those kind of venues stick in your head. I hate to say it, but the shitty venues stick in your head pretty good too,
Right.
which is the way it should be.
Right.
You know, But
It's
yeah,
all
they're
part
great
of
here.
it's all part of the road, you know. Like myself, I travel the road and do the bike events, but you know, there's good and bad. But the best part of it is getting to meet great artists like yourself, watch you perform live. It's one of my favorite things to do, and you know, my business allows me to do that. Some great songs that I enjoy that you do: "Me and the Whiskey," "Bad News," "Going Down Rockin'," "Another Round." My actually personal favorite that you do. Are you going to play it tonight?
Oh yeah,
Very good.
I think we play most of those on that. Yeah.
Very nice. So, how did Another Round come about?
Another Round is a story about. I mean, it's all kind of happened. It's from going to Nashville years ago, maybe 20 years ago. First time I went, just going down on Broadway when Broadway was still pretty rowdy and pretty cool. You could go into any honky tonk at noon and they were playing Merle and Waylon and you know all the old school stuff. And that's what that's about. I literally yelled out to a guy play Jerry Reed. They played Amos Moses, and we were it was on a Sunday. It was like middle of the day on a Sunday. We were hungover, and we just started carrying on after that.
What I like about the song is it's just like myself. I would venture to go out somewhere, and it's like, man, I need that break. I need that run. And that's what the song's about. It's about guys just popping in and getting that road trip in, and they're sitting there and they're singing all those songs, and the band goes, hey, where are you guys from? What are you doing here? And it's like, it's just a great song, and I appreciate it. So thank you for that. Yeah. So you're an independent artist. You've been doing this on the road for over 25 years, about 20 on the road solid?
Yeah, 20, hitting it pretty hard for 20, and then, playing local stuff, growing up in Michigan, playing local bars and clubs for probably 25. That's where it started. It was
right.
About 5 years before the hard touring, but yeah.
You ever been to Indy?
Indianapolis? Oh, many.
You ever played the Checkered Flag?
I don't think
Dukes?
so.
Dukes in Indy is a good
Dukes,
place.
Yeah, Dukes. We play, I think Dukes opened right after we started doing well enough in Indy to play bigger places.
Very nice.
But I definitely would have, Dukes would have been a place I would have frequented for sure.
Well, let's get you in there. Let's get you into the Dukes and also the Checkered Flag. Stacy Steve would love to have you. We love the bike event. We love the bikes going by. Really, the only thing other I've got is just that you say you don't ride, but you used to build motorcycles and paint bikes.
I did. Before I started going hardcore on the road, I was a body man and a painter. I did a lot of hot rods, restorations, full-on custom bike builds from, frame-ups. I rode. I had not a lot, but I had a few friends die back in the day on bikes, and rode motocross. I wouldn't say motocross. Rode dirt bikes growing up, like everybody kind of did. And I was into it. I ride my friends' bikes every once in a while on a short cruise, but I don't know, man. I fucking love it. I love the culture. It's something I feel like I'm probably about to get back into.
You should, man. Yeah, jump on it.
I live up in the mountains too, and it's great riding up there. Desolate roads.
And where again is it? Yosemite?
I live up by Yosemite, California now.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's away from all the politics and all the bullshit of that state. A lot of people don't realize how big that and remote that state is. Where I live, it's a little tiny town, and just good people, lots of guns, lots of hunting, lots of fishing.
Second Amendment, folks.
What I mean? But
so we know a couple same people. Dallas Moore. Have you ever played with Dallas?
Great guy. It's been a while, but yeah, we definitely did some shows back in the day.
We need to get you back. So hey, Dallas, check him out. So also the last thing I got is your upcoming shows. I see on your schedule, Jamie Johnson.
Yeah, we're opening for Jamie. We've already done a few with him this summer. Great guy, great fans. It's an easy fit. Always goes well. Well, dude, your music is so good. I've been playing it for years on my Pandora as I travel the country.
I always sing, and I'm the best singer in my truck. I promise you. But I appreciate your music. I appreciate your skill and your talent, and I appreciate your time.
Appreciate you.
Whitey Morgan, folks. Right. Bob Johnson. I'm on the road with Whitey Morgan. We're here at the shed. Thank you.
All right, awesome, Bob. Good job right there.
Good job,
Thank you.
Bob. Yeah.
So here's your
What
schedule.
what
right
an
there.
honor.
Best
Yep.
singer in your
Awesome.
truck, huh, Bob?
I heard you laugh. That's pretty fun. I'm the best singer in my truck,
You,
but I have fun.
I would love to see his work, actually, the bike that he built. I would love to
Yeah.
check that out. That must be pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll catch up with it. Maybe someday we'll catch up with him and we can get some pictures and stuff. So he was just a good guy. It was an honor to have him sit with me for a few minutes, and I appreciate him, being nice enough and cordial enough to sit down with me.
Yeah.
Just you don't get that from a lot of great, the big stars. And he was when I walked up to him on stage, I said, "Hey man, I'm with Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. We'd love to do an interview with you." And he goes, "Absolutely. Just let me get all set up." So a couple hours later, I snuck over and I said, "Hey, when's a good time?" He said, "Now." So he sat down with me. It was an honor. I mean, it's a great honor to be able to do that. So
That's awesome.
Cool.
That's a great band, man. A big band out there, and fantastic. So, Bob, where are you off to next for Bob Johnson? I know I put the list up, but tell us where you're going.
So I'm here through Sunday. This goes late. This little town, Geneva on the Lake, it's an old school town, right? All the buildings are old, but they're doing a lot of upgrades. Like the couple of the people that own several of the businesses here have really taken it upon themselves to revive this little town. And each year we come back here, there's something else new, something else better, something else bigger, and it's a good time here. So if
What
you
state
can,
is that?
it's in Ohio, Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. We're real close to Pennsylvania. We're like, you could probably toss a rock, like 60 miles, I think, from Pennsylvania. So it's a
How
great
big of
little town right on Lake Erie.
How big of an event is that, Bob? What kind of turnout?
That's a nice one.
I would say, 15,000 people come through here,
Okay.
for the week, weekend, maybe a few more,
Okay.
but that's
So
a
they
very
kinda
good
flood the
average.
town.
Yeah. I
they
mean,
kinda flood the town out. That's
literally it's like 6 blocks long. I mean, for the strip, right? Thunder on the
Right.
strip. So, but there's a lot to see and do in that 6 blocks. I mean, they have constant music. I think there's like 7 stages. You can not go a minute without hearing a band play, within 6 blocks. It's just amazing. There's one bar, gosh, I can't forget the name of it, but it's right over here. And there's 2 stages side by side. So one will, one will end and this band fires up like on the last note, or within minutes. So then when they're done, then another stage pops up. So, but there's just all kinds of great opportunities to see live music, and some of the funnest bands you've never heard play this little town. And I want to say Disco Inferno is one of them, and they do the costumes and everything, and they play some great music. It's just a fun rally, man. I encourage everyone, put this on your list. It is a great place to be. So you asked Johnny where I would be next. I will be at Lake of the Ozarks next.
Nice.
A lot of people go to Ocean City. And I don't, because everybody vendor-wise goes there. So I found this little rally out in Missouri called Lake of the Ozarks, and I'm at Lake of the Ozarks, Harley-Davidson. What a great area. Beautiful lakes.
must be gorgeous over there.
The roads are the roads are awesome to ride on out there. So many places, and you've got the boat scenery, right? So you can ride down to a bar down on the lake. You can sit there and talk with people from boating life or bike life. So it's just a great area.
Nice. So, wow, that's cool, man. We got Paul Fabino out there. What's up, Paul? Paul's telling me come to Atlantic City. No, I was invited to Atlantic City. Paul, what is that event? That's the what's that event in Atlantic City? The Jam Productions.
Yeah,
Jam on
Productions with
Jam
us.
on Productions.
Jam on Productions, right?
Good old TJ, yeah.
Yeah, PJ, awesome guy. Awesome guy.
Good guy. Yeah, he's still putting that on there. The what is it? The International motorcycle show in Atlantic City or something.
Timonium.
Exactly what it's called.
Timonium.
Timonium's down in Maryland. That goes on down in Maryland. Yeah, he puts another one on up in Jersey on the boardwalk.
Yeah, he puts one up in Gettysburg.
Yeah.
Up there.
And he's got his swap meets going on, and TJ's got a lot of stuff going on out there.
Yeah,
so,
man. I was actually invited to Atlantic City, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try. I got here locally down here. There's so much shit going on because, of course, being in New York, the 9/11 runs are out of control. There's so many 9/11 runs down here, and we work with the Punishers, LE, and they're doing a lot of events this week. So I'll be doing some stuff this weekend with the Punishers, and then next weekend, right, is the Indian Larry. But LJ, you should get down to Indian Larry. Everybody heard of Indian Larry, right? So
Right.
he has
I'll be
his
at the
block
Black
party.
Dog, man.
You'll be at Black Dog. That's right. Always the same weekend. Indian Larry
Oh, there's
and Black
always,
Dog.
always a bunch of stuff going on at the same time. Same
Yeah,
weekend.
so Indian Larry block party is an amazing thing. It's a full block in Brooklyn. I'm talking about food and sauce and peppers and shit like that. Forget about it. Bike shows they have, and it's just a good time, man. It really is a good time over there in Brooklyn at Indian Larry. So that's what I'm probably going to be doing. So I don't know if I'll be able to make the Atlantic City trip, guys. So I doubt it very much. How about, so you got Blackthorn coming up?
Yeah, well, I got Black Dog coming up, the Catskill Mountain Thunder, and I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, it's just, they got the Moonshine Bandits playing on Friday night. They got Trap playing on Saturday night. And, I mean, there's a million other things going on. There's so many local bands playing. I mean, the one thing I say constantly about this event is that, if you go to it, make sure when you get there early. Look at the schedule and look at the things you want to do, because a lot of things are going on at the same time. And a lot of times people say, oh, I didn't realize this was going on. They have schedules. So make sure, because you can go to Blackthorn. Have you ever seen the movie, was it Groundhog's Day?
Yeah.
You can go do Groundhog's Day. If you went back and did the same week like 5 times, 6 times in a row, you probably still wouldn't be able to do everything. There's just so many awesome things going on. And like I've said it 100 times, the only bad thing about Catskill Mountain Thunder is the fact that it has to end, because it just, every year I go, and every year at the end, I just have that feeling of, man, why can't life just be like this all the time? Why can't I just live this life? Because we know so many people there. The club has our own little campsite, and then we have people come over to our campsite. We go over for lunch to this one. You go see this concert. You see this comedian. You see these bike builds. You see, like, they have that the giant wheel. That wheel where the motorcycles go around in circles in it. Then they have,
The ball of death.
Yeah, the ball of death. And they got the thing when they go around. The guy rides around on the wall and he grabs
That's
yeah.
The wall of death.
The wall of death.
The wall of death. The wall of death. And then you got
Everything's got death in it.
Then you got these guys doing like jumps. They're jumping across the field and they landed on like airbags. And I mean, there's just so much going on. I mean, I try to do as much as I can, but I just go with the flow mostly. But I said my big thing this year is I want to see Moonshine Bandits rather. There's a local band called Moonshine Junkies. So I always get that messed up. But Moonshine Bandits, I'm really looking forward to. And then Trapped. I mean, when they're doing Headstrong, I want to be right there, and I want to be listening to that.
There you go. Cool. Don't forget, LJ. You got $5 all you can eat spaghetti on Sunday.
Oh, it's $1. $1, man. Listen, one thing: inflation has not hit the Blackthorn. All right, Catskill Mountain is still $1 all you can eat spaghetti.
Hey, you know what? If you get rid of all the pubic hair that's in there, not a bad deal.
Why do you want to get rid of it? What do you? It brings the flavor out. It brings the flavor out.
As we digress.
But listen,
right.
on another note, I want to definitely, because I'd be amiss and I'd be neglectful to my club if I didn't shout this out. I've been spending a lot of my time lately getting raffle prizes for the Red Barn Riders RC Little Chad's Fall Foliage Run, which is going to be Sunday, October 13th, 2024. It's going to start at the Milk Run, which is in East Orem. If you look it up on our website, redbarnriders.com. It's a free will offering, and I'm looking down here, reading it, so my face isn't on the camera. So it's a free will offering, so you don't have to pay anything. If you want to give $5, give $5. You want to give $100, give $100. But we're going to have raffles, all right? I'm going to be DJing, and there's going to be raffles going on. So I've been spending a lot of my time looking for raffle prizes. We've gotten some great ones. If you know anybody out there or any businesses out there, I know you guys all know a lot, that'd be willing to donate something cool. That'd be awesome, because really this time, we do a lot of benefits, and I do a lot of benefits and all of myself and with the club. And this one's personal. It's personal for the club. It's personal for me. Chad, who just said hi earlier on the thing, it's his son. Bill, my president's his grandson, you know. So, and little Chad's always at all our events. He's the little kid. I'm sure you've met him, Johnny. He was a kid running around. So for us, it's like, and for me, it's just something really, really personal. I want, more than any event I've done in a long time, I want this one to be really good, you know?
Yeah.
I want, this kid's got to eat certain types of food and all that right now. We're hoping he's going to outgrow this, you know? It's colitis.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
It's got a longer name, but it's colitis, I guess they call it. And because of that, he's got to make hospital trips, and he can only eat certain types of food. So we really, really want to get a lot of money raised so we can get the best, tastiest food for this kid, you know?
Good.
So,
Oh, I agree. So what about, you can have a dunk tank or no?
no, we're not here the dunk tank at the at that. No. But we had the dunk. Oh, look at that! Yeah, we had the dunk tank last Saturday. Was it last Saturday? I think I talked about that a little bit. But that was donated. It was in the pile where we camped last year. It was like a garbage pile at the Blackthorn, and we saw it and we were looking at it. And a couple of the members, I can't do much. I don't have that talent. But Tyler and Bill, Tyler my VP and Bill my president, they saw it and they said, let's see if we can get that. Mentioned it to the Blackthorn, and they said, it's been sitting there for years. If you guys want it, grab it. And we fixed it all up. And one of the first things we're doing is we're actually letting them use it for, you know, because, I mean, come on, you know, why would we say no? We're going to let them use it for Catskill Mountain Thunder, and they're going to have the thing and have people in it. We're not going to run it because we're going to be partying our asses off and drunk the whole time. You know, that's what we do. Listen,
So Paul's asking where is the event?
It
The
is
raffle
in East
fundraiser.
Durham. It is. Oh, the raffle fundraiser is February. I'm sorry, February. My brain's. It's October 13th. Okay. It is going to start. If you want to go on the ride, that starts at the Milk Run. Sign up is 10 a.m. to noon. Kickstands up 12:15 sharp. And the fundraising benefit is going to be at 3 p.m. at the Old Factory Brewing Company, 628 Main Street, Cairo, New York. If you know the Catskill area, if you look at the town of Catskill, Cairo is like maybe like 5 minutes from there. So just look it up. If you need more information, look me up, LJ James on Facebook. Look up, you know, redbarnriders.com. It'll take you right to our Facebook page, or just type Red Barn Riders RC in Facebook, and all that information's out there. I've been posting it a lot, and I'm really, like I said, it's been a really big focus of myself and the club, and you know, little Chad, it's just different when it's someone who's you're around. I feel like the kid's uncle, you know. I grew up with my Uncle Trey, which is my father's best friends, and I grew up with bikers. I all consider them my uncles. So I hope little Chad considers me his uncle, you know. Like
Yeah,
that,
awesome.
we were talking about earlier. That's the biker thing where we teach the next generation. I mean, this kid's already, he's 5-6 years old. He's already more of a biker than a lot of bikers I've met. Believe me, you know, he's always on his father's bike. Loves to ride. He's going to actually be on his father's bike on the run. He just loves to ride, and he can't wait to get old enough to ride his own motorcycle.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, Paul wants to donate some jewelry to you.
Oh, that's
Sounds
awesome,
like-
Paul. Thank you very much, man.
Sounds like a cool little dude. I'll see if I can find some donations for him too. And just so you know, we did put that on Cyclefish for you. We did make it
I
a featured
know.
event,
Thank
so we're doing everything we can to get the word out for you there.
No, I
we
saw
love
that,
those-
and that was awesome.
As you know, we
Thank you
we
very
love
much,
those charity events. So
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
we'll see. I'll see what I can do. I'll get a hold of some of my contacts, see if we can get you some
Yeah,
donations
anybody
up
can
there
help,
for
you know.
the
So,
auctions and the
Yeah, we
raffle.
All
want
right,
that
man.
to be the raffle. We want this one. I want this one to be the best that Red Barn Riders RC has ever done, and
will
everybody
be.
does.
Yep.
It will be huge. So we got to
So
pay some
you-
bills, guys. So stay right there. We're going to do a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Leather Up will keep you safe while looking great with a huge selection of armored and casual flannel shirts. From heated to sleeveless, Leather Up's got badass gear for all riders and all seasons. Leather Up, with 3.5 million customers since 1999. Iconic biker brands like Milwaukee Leather and Hot Leathers to give you the largest selections anywhere. Comfort, variety, classic styling, and affordability with free same-day shipping on orders over $100. Visit leatherup.com and use the promo code MAYHEM for 20% off.
There are so many awesome bike rallies all over this great country, which you can find at cyclefish.com. Check out cyclefish.com for a full schedule of events. Cyclefish.com. Please go to cyclefish.com for all the details.
Micro DOT helmets weigh less than a bottle of water and are the lightest DOT-approved helmets on the market, available in a variety of styles. Keep your head safe with a lightweight DOT-approved helmet. Visit microdothelmets.com.
Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery. Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry for men and women at affordable pricing, guaranteed to never tarnish or turn. And Keys Cutlery, a cut above the rest, specializing in hunting, camping, fantasy, everyday use, and self-defense equipment for your personal safety. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery are both located inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. That's inside Retro Relics at 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York. Check their websites out at keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. That's keyslovejewelry.com and keyscutlery.com. Got a question? Give them a call. 631-379-1781. That's 631-379-1781. Keys Love Jewelry and Keys Cutlery.
It's the world's only motorcycle rally on a cruise ship. High Seas Rally, October 26th through November 2nd, sailing out of Tampa, Florida, with stops in Bimini, Freeport, Nassau, and Coco Cay in the Bahamas. 7 days of the most fun you'll ever have. Biker dress code, a bike vendor trade show, world-class parties, and this year you can win 4 in 24. Book your cabin now and you'll automatically be registered to win not 1 but 4 custom-built motorcycles, thanks to Law Tigers and High Seas Rally. We hope you're ready to rock. This year we welcome legendary frontman of Foreigner, Lou Graham, Dixon, Airball, our very own party band Steel Rod, and many more. There will also be special performances by the world's only biker comedy hypnotist, Gary Michaels. High Seas Rally, October 26th through November 2nd, benefiting the High Seas Rally Dialysis Fund and Wounded Warrior Project. Go to highseasrally.com to book your cabin now.
We are back, and yes, the High Seas Rally. Motorcycle Mayhem Radio will be on the High Seas Rally, and I will be doing a live show in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, guys. And next year, if I get invited back, I will have you guys join me on the High Seas Rally. That's the plan. That's the plan. So, you know what, guys, I want to talk about real quick? Now, LJ, you live in New York, so you know a lot of shit that happens. Riding upstate is nice, right, LJ? I mean,
oh yeah, I love it. I love it.
You got the open roads, but it's so congested down here, man. It really sucks riding down here. And you know, there's been so many motorcycle accidents lately, and it's just horrible. You know, a horrible thing to. Every day it seems like, man, there's another motorcycle accident.
It really does. I follow everything down there, and I just see. I know Kenny who's just killed Kenny Craig. It's just ridiculous.
I know it just really is a horrible thing, you know, and it's sad to hear about it. You know, Kenny Kruger is a guy that a lot of people liked. I never met. I probably did meet the guy, LJ. I'm not even sure. I know Scott was friends with him.
Well,
and a lot of people in Long Island knew him. Did you know him?
I don't know. I don't. He's from Wantagh. I knew a couple of Krugers from that area, and you know, growing up. So I don't know. Maybe he's the younger brother of. I don't know.
I know he's in Belmore, I believe. I'm not sure, but
Belmore, yeah. But I know he was from Wantagh, and I know I went to high school and all, in junior high or whatever it was with them, and I believe it was his older brothers. I'm not 100% sure, but right. I would think so.
But you know what, though? I mean, I was friends with him on Facebook, so I had to have some kind of interaction with him. I'm not sure. He looks very familiar. I probably had a conversation with him. Yeah. But you know what? The fact of the matter is that it's another biker that was struck and killed by, I believe it was a left turn. I'm not sure exactly how it was. But it's just riding the motorcycle in Long Island has been crazy. Now, tell me, Lucky, how is it in California? Are you guys hearing the same thing all the time, or?
Oh yeah, it's bad out here. I mean, I don't think a day can go by, without hearing on the traffic reports a motorcycle down on the freeways. We've got so many freeways or highways, as you call them back there, out here in Southern California, and the traffic is just crazy. I mean, just crazy, crazy. And some of the motorcyclists need to behave a little better too. They try to get around the traffic, and they get a little too aggressive sometimes.
Sometimes
and,
they do.
And that not only causes makes it dangerous for them, but it also causes some bad feelings toward the whole biker community when people are doing crazy stuff like that. But it's pretty bad. I vowed to stay off the highways. I was in a real bad motorcycle accident back in. I think it was 2017, I want to say. I got hit on the freeway. Luckily, I was pulling the Cycle Fish trailer behind my motorcycle. I had the Road King at the time. I'd pull a trailer to carry all the Cycle Fish stuff. I was coming back from Arizona Bike Week, and a girl was using her phone. We were stopped dead in traffic, but the traffic was moving 45 miles an hour up until where I stopped dead. I stopped dead, had to put my feet down, and she never touched her brakes. She ran right into the back of us at 45 miles an hour.
Oh my God!
Because she was staring at her phone. And if that trailer wasn't back there, my wife and I would not be here today. The trailer totally crunched, pushed up into the bike. The cracked the case on the engine. A lot of damage to it.
Wow.
I spent 11 months in physical therapy to just be able to walk straight again, and there's still a lot of things I can't do. But it's crazy. We try to stay on the side roads. We do have some beautiful side roads out of here. The problem is to get out of California. There's not a lot of side roads you can take, and I'm sure it's the same getting out of the city for you, Johnny. You got to go out. You got to go out and fight the traffic to get to those beautiful roads to ride on.
Right. Well, unfortunately, from
safer.
where I live. Yeah, to get off Long Island, you have to cross a bridge no matter what.
Right.
Flogs Neck, the Whitestone, go through the Midtown Tunnel, the Triborough, whatever it might be. And if you want to really get out from Long Island, out of New York, then they got to go over to George Washington. You got to go to Verrazano, whatever it is.
But take the ferry.
That's another option. But the roads that lead to those roads are horrible, man. They are like horrible roads you want to ride a motorcycle on. But in California. Now, what is a great ride? Like I was just asking LJ, riding upstate must be beautiful. For you, where is a good ride?
Well, some of the best rides, some of the most famous rides down here in Southern California is up in Malibu Canyon. That's where the world famous Rock Store is. A lot of people have heard about that. It's a biker bar. I mean, you can find 300 to 600 bikes there on any given Sunday when the weather's nice.
Right.
It's off of Mulholland Drive, which is a very famous road where they used to do all the racing back in the James Dean days and stuff like that. Right. Beautiful riding up in the Santa Monica Mountains up there. So that's down here in Southern California. We've got a lot of places. I mean, as soon as you get more than about 20 miles, 30 miles off the coast, we've got a lot of foothill mountains even down here in Southern California that are beautiful to ride in. And then some of the greatest riding in California ever is up in the northern part of California, up in the redwood forests. I mean, when you ride up there, it's just so beautiful. Wow. Windy roads. I mean, you'll be riding past the redwood trees. If you've never seen a redwood tree in person, they're amazing. I mean, we've parked. We had actually 3 bikes, front wheel to back wheel, lined up, and they weren't even as wide as the bottom of the redwood tree they were parked in front of.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how big those things are, and it's amazing because you'll be riding these roads, and you'll be riding through these twisty roads, and you'll come around one turn, and you'll be on a 60-foot cliff, looking down over the Pacific Ocean with the redwood trees on your one side and the Pacific Ocean on your other side.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's gorgeous up there. So we do have a lot of beautiful riding. I try to get out of state. I love riding in Arizona. I'm a desert rat myself. I like the open roads in Arizona.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it a nice ride? Like riding into Arizona, like from where you are? Is it a far ride?
It's it takes. I got 2 boys that 2 of our sons live in Arizona, and it takes us about 5 hours to get to Phoenix from here. So we can hit the Arizona border in about 3.5 hours. So it's not that bad. It's kind of like somebody took a chalk line and snapped it and said, we're going to put a straight road right across here. So the section when you get out of Palm Springs all the way into just outside of Phoenix is one straight road. I mean, you don't have to turn not even a couple degrees right or left. It's just boom. And that could be a little boring riding through 110 degree weather on a perfectly straight road with nothing but cactuses and skulls from dead animals on the side of the road. So,
so Don's saying that Kenny was from Belmore, LJ, and the car did a U-turn in front of him. And I spoke to him many times. He said, so I guess I didn't, I'm just so bad with that.
I know I was afraid. Listen, I got the Lyme disease, and since I have COVID, it's really hard. A lot of things I've forgotten, a lot of things I don't remember. I feel bad. I run into people all the time, and I don't remember them, and I used to have a great memory. So I feel bad very often when I don't remember people, because I met a lot of great people, and I feel bad when I don't remember. Right. But, the one question that comes up a lot in these situations is I always get asked, after someone I know dies on a motorcycle accident, is, why do you still ride? People say, it's so dangerous. Why do you do it? And I say, well, have you ever ridden a motorcycle? And the answer is almost always no. And it's like, well, if you had, you'd know. I mean, it's something that we love. I mean,
it's killed in a car.
It's that feeling. I mean, to me, it's like when you're out on the bike and he was in a car.
I'm saying you can get killed in a car. I'm saying
you can, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like riding a motorcycle. I'm just saying,
sorry, okay. But I'm saying, for me, it brings me back to my youth. I mean, I just feel free. It's like, you ever have you go out partying all night, and the next morning you get up and you're riding that bike home, and you smell the fresh air, the morning. Yeah. Or if you're coming home at nighttime, especially on Long Island, I used to love was you'd be riding down the road and you could smell the barbecues and all.
Yeah, I love that. I'm just talking about that tonight, man. Show
the fresh cut grass, and then the pools, and it just screams summertime. I mean, there's so much about Long Island that I loved riding down there. I mean, it's definitely different than up here, but there's so much up here that I love about riding up here. It's just that up here you got to worry more about the deer.
Deer,
right?
Yeah, but down there, I think the cars are probably worse because people
sure.
Lucky was just saying, people, they're on their cell phones and they're not paying attention.
Right.
And it's just a shame, man, because it's something we love to do. And, every time it happens, I just think, man, another person,
That's
who loves riding.
So let's go.
It does have inherent danger, in it, but a lot of things have inherent danger in them. I mean, we have to be as safe as we can out there. The drivers have to be safe. I was just looking over some statistics here while you were talking. I subscribe to the Motorcycle Safety Foundation's newsletter, and it's 2022 and 2023. There was a significant drop in motorcycle deaths. So hopefully there's some good things going on. People are maybe being a little more aware. And it's not only the amount of deaths. People can say, well, there's less motorcycles on the road. I know motorcycles are going down a little bit, but it's the deaths per million miles traveled are also dropping percentage wise. So hopefully all these these motorcycle safety foundations, the motorcycle rights organizations also participate a lot in making sure we're safe out there, and hopefully a lot of the things we're doing out there, and they got to enforce these strict penalties on this distracted driving. To me, it's it's more dangerous. It's more dangerous than drunk driving to me, because I'll tell you what, when you're a little buzzed, I mean, totally drunk is one thing. When you're a little buzzed, you almost pay more attention to the road when you're a little buzzed, because you are. So you focus a little harder. You actually drive 5 miles under the speed limit. You stop for yellow lights when you normally run through those, before it turns red. But distracted driver they're distracted. They're not looking at all. They're not paying attention at all. And I think the penalties should be just as strong, if not stronger, because that's a choice you made, was to put somebody's life at risk because your damn phone call was more important than somebody getting home to their kids.
Did you guys know Charlie Brechtel?
Yes, a good friend.
Yes.
Good friend.
Good time, Charlie.
He was a great friend of mine. I'd see him several times a year. We would hang out at the Redwood Run. We'd hang out at the Bait Too Broke for Sturgis Run in Arizona. I'd always go up on stage, and he'd let me do a little spiel about Cyclefish anytime he performed anywhere I was at. Great guy.
I was following him. I was following him that whole weekend on Facebook when he was shooting some kind of movie or something. And all of a sudden I'm looking and it said that he died. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I remember that. It was like, but he was like, I used to have him on my old show when I did the show years ago.
Yeah, he was great, man.
Come on all the time. He was a musician. He was a biker. I mean, he wrote
I
his
was
own
in Texas
songs
with him.
Wow, I know he was working on the movie. He was like everything that I wanted to be, like I said, when you look at someone like that, and he just had that spirit of freedom. And I'll never forget, like I said, he had the video he posted how he was looking forward to going on the ride the next day. I don't remember exactly how he died.
He went around a bed too fast.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he went around the bend too fast. He went a little wide. The other car, it was actually only within a mile or so of his home.
From his house.
He lived out in the back country, up in God, I can't remember the name of it, where they have the frog jump every year.
Yeah.
Calabasas. Not Calabasas.
Let's get over to Bob. Bob, how about you, Bob?
Yeah.
Is there like what is a good ride when you're home in Indiana? Like for you to go for a nice ride with great roads, where would you go?
Man, I don't know. When I lived down in Morgan County, there's some awesome, great roads. We like to call it like the tail of the dragon of Indiana. There's a lot of back roads on 252 is a good route. You could ride down to Story, Indiana, down 135, across 50, any of that down in there. Any of the southern Indiana routes are all great 2-lane roads that are fun to ride. And back to Ron's point, I think a lot of the motorcycle safety courses have helped a lot in the reducing fatalities because the riders are more aware, and they're more aware even in their cars. So I think that's a lot of credit should go to them for helping train new motorcyclists and even old motorcyclists on how to ride safer, how to ride better, how to be more aware. So. But yeah, there's great routes. One of my favorite rides is the Cherahalla Skyway down in Tennessee and North Carolina and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue Ridge Parkway is always
that's absolutely fantastic over there.
Yeah.
Great riding down the Tennessee. Anything anything down south of of Indiana is great riding for me. Personally, but Arizona, like he was saying. Go ahead.
No, like he was saying about the motorcycle safety courses. And the motorcycle people know how to ride and what to look for. I think it's important to reach out to the people who don't know, that drive the cars, that don't ride motorcycles. They're the ones that should get a motorcycle safety course.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You agree with that?
Yep.
Yes, and you could show the videos of the crashed bikes or the loved ones that are suffering, and what your distracted driving could possibly do. So, everybody put the phones down and just be more aware. But I think that would be a great idea. Just like they should teach kids about economics. Here's how to balance a checkbook. Here's what to do when you run out of money. You get off your ass and go get a job. But just a lot of things that we all need to do and to teach the younger generations.
Now you're just assuming common sense is common, Bob.
Right?
That's just plain silly.
Right.
There's all good time, Charlie.
He was literally, like I said before to Paul, like I said, he literally was one of the coolest people I ever interviewed. He was on the show a lot, the Biker Lowdown, and he was just always, when he came on, he would tell you these stories, and you just think, man, it's like the spirit, and I mean, it was like he lived life with no fear. It was like no. Did I freeze up?
No.
Oh, okay. He lived life with no fear, man. And really, it's like you talk to him, and he would tell you these stories and the things he did, and it was just like the greatest person, and one of the greatest people I ever interviewed. I loved interviewing him. Every time he came on, he just had great. So like Bob, Bob always had great stories. Charlie always had new great stories because he was always out there. I mean, I feel bad myself lately because, like I said, I don't go as many places as I used to. I used to be everywhere and all that. Now I'm pretty much just in this area. I kind of limit myself because I'm limited to what I can do because of my injuries, But
right.
I try to still, like I said, I was out of it for a while. I mean, I just kind of left the bike world, and I mean, I still rode a little bit, but I kind of left it behind. And then when I met these guys, the Red Barn Riders, it really I just was hanging out with them a little bit, and I said, you know what? I missed that brotherhood of just going out and doing events and doing charity stuff and all that and helping people out. So I think that really helped bring me back to life. I think that helped me start writing again because I wasn't writing. I wasn't doing shows like this. I wasn't doing anything really. I just kind of fell out of it. And like I said, when I think about the person I'd like to be, it was definitely a good time, Charlie. I mean.
Yeah, you were a great guy.
Let me tell you something. I did an event called Texas Iron back in 2019, and the entertainment was Good Time Charlie, and I heard a lot about him before I got there, but when I met him, he was the nicest guy I've ever met. We hung out the weekend, we partied, we drank, he got up on stage, he let me go up on stage, throw out church or whatever we did. He was a great guy. He truly was a great guy. He truly is missed, and again, I can't ever forget the day he died, because like I said, I was following him on Facebook because it was awesome. He was working on a movie.
Yeah.
He was doing all kinds of fun stuff. And the
that's
next day, he's dead. You know
That's
what
where I
I
was
mean?
kind of going with, because I remember I would follow him. I'd see his videos, and he had posted a video about this ride he was really looking forward to. He was on his front porch, I believe, if my memory serves me right, talking about this ride he was going on the following day and how he was looking forward to it and the things that were going to happen. And then all of it was like people posting, Rip, goodbye, you'll be missed and all. And I was like, well, what's going on? What happened? And it's like he just posted a video. I was just watching his video.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
So, guys, man, you know what? So, guys, you're at an event somewhere, and you're looking for some really awesome sunglasses. Look for Bob and his big yellow trailer. So, I'm going to show you what to look for right here. Check this out.
Hear the shots fire, 1, 2, 3. Look in my eyes, there's nothing left to see. I'm going closer, closer. Are you ready? Shot like a switchblade, clear in my head. I'm getting jacked on the words that were said. Everything is turning red. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, here we go, here we go. It's a feeling now. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low, 'cause we're dealing now. Everybody's giving it all they got, 'cause we're ready. Taste the sweetness of the victory. Feel the thunder coming over me. I wanna go again, 'cause I'm ready. Yeah, here we go, here we go. It's a feeling now. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low, 'cause we're dealing now. Everybody's giving it all they got, 'cause we're ready. Here we go, it's our give it right. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low, down in our sights, standing in the
And there you go. So, look
Bob,
for Bob.
Bob, do you have that song playing all the time when you're showing your sunglasses now?
I tell you what, I have Arcana Kings playing on. I listen to them every day. I can't get enough of them. I just don't understand why they can't get a lot more shows around the biker world. But they
It's
are
just-
the best band I've heard in 30 years. Their live show is nothing like you've seen. And I love them and I appreciate them and I honor them by playing their music.
They're just going to
Bob, let
explode.
me-
I got a feeling they're just going to explode. Boom.
Yeah.
I
Let me
hope.
ask you a quick question, Bob. Looking at your trailer there, there's a lot of stuff in that trailer. How big is that trailer? How long is that trailer?
The box itself is 27 feet by 8.5 feet. So yeah, I got a lot of product.
Does everything pretty much just like fold up, or do you have to spend a lot of time? Because it looks like you got a lot of stuff out there on display. I mean, do you have to
Dude, I can
spend a lot of time?
I can open or close in about an hour. Literally.
Okay.
I mean, from the time I park the trailer, I can flip it open and be ready to sell in an hour. It's all by design. I've designed it this way from, day one when I thought of it, 20 years, well, probably not 20 years ago. I've only been in business 15, but 12 years ago when I decided someday I'll own a trailer, I already knew in my brain how I wanted it to be. And this is the result of that. So everything has a purpose, every space, every slot, it's just designed that way to be self-sufficient so that I can operate it easily by myself because I'm not a young man anymore. And it's designed to be my retirement travel plan. So that's what I do with it. And it's a pretty simple operation.
But by the way, Paul said that you play that song on a constant loop.
I do. That, or I'll play Come and Get Yourself Some Cheap Sunglasses, or I Wear My Sunglasses at Night, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
I definitely love to see Arcana Kings. I'm going to try to push them over at Catskill Mountain Thunder for either next year or the year after. Those guys are awesome.
The
Now,
sooner the better.
Around the country? Are they traveling cross country? But will they go anywhere, Bob? Basically, if it pays right, or are they?
If it pays right,
area?
call me. Call me. We'll
Okay.
work a deal. We've had several people reach out recently It was so. I'll tell you a quick funny story. So I brought him down to Ohio to Sandusky during Ohio Bike Week, and we had him play at the Rock and Ranch Saloon. They did 2 shows. So they did a Thursday night show and then a Saturday night show. John, the lead singer, got super sick, but he stayed in the hotel like till the last minute, came down, put the show on anyway, like any rock and roll star would do. Immediately ran back to the hotel because he was that sick. I mean, the guy was unbelievably sore throat, fever, all of it, right? But he did the show. But so we're in Sturgis this year, and a couple of guys go into a bar called the Dungeon Bar, and a friend of mine works there, and she says, yeah, they came in and said, hey, have you heard of this band? And they're wearing the T-shirt, Arcana Kings. And they go, man, we saw this band in Ohio, and they're really good. And she's like, shut up. Bob put you up to this. Is he here? Are you, am I on camera? And she didn't believe him. She thought that I put the guys up to it. I'm like, no. They go, we don't know who Bob is, but this band's really, really good. So 2 dudes saw the band play in Ohio, and then they went to Sturgis just so they could see more of them. So that was pretty cool.
Excellent, man.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. So, guys, we got anything else to talk about here?
That's about it.
Nope.
All right, so let me talk about this real quick. What?
Oh, I was just going to say quickly, a couple of the vendors that are here at Geneva on the Lake. We got Psycho Killer Waterless Wash and Wax, Chrome Premium Cigars, Highway Leather, Jill's Concealed Shack, Destinations Riding Accessory, Extreme Audio, and Scully Custom. So I don't know if you guys have heard of Scully, but he does air ride systems for your bikes, and he does a really good job. So, yeah, that's it. I just want to give those vendors a shout. Yeah, do you?
I do.
Yeah, so they're good. I mean, we got some great vendors here, so very cool.
All right, awesome,
all right,
guys.
Well, anyway, that's all I got.
So let me talk about this real quick then. Rock and Roll for a Cure. We're giving away. Well, we're not giving it away. We are raffling off this 2024, but now it's gonna be a 2025 Harley Davidson Street Bob 114. $100 per raffle. There's only 300 chances, guys. That's it. Plus, there'll be 20 other prizes with it. So you can win. So total 21. So we're going to have leather jackets, vests, gloves, all kinds of biking-related stuff. And the motorcycle. The bike is the top prize. So let's just say you give $100 for the raffle. And you have 21 chances of winning. You can win the jacket and the bike. You can win the jacket, the vest, and the bike. You can win just the bike. You can win a pair of gloves. There's so much that so far that $100 can go. So just keep in mind that all the money that gets put into this raffle, 100% goes to the Rock and Roll for a Cure patients, and they go out every week delivering food, medication, whatever they may need. Rock and Roll for a Cure is out there doing their thing, and you go on their website, rockandrollforacure.org. You can donate right there. You can find the raffle right there. And whatever you need to do is right there on that website. So check it out. Plus, we got the run coming up. The 15th annual motorcycle run and car show for breast cancer. Again, Rock and Roll for a Cure. Which is going to be in Massapequa, Long Island. And jump on board with that too. So there's the flyer. Check it out. And I'm proud to be part of that. Because everyone, am I right? Everybody out there knows somebody who either dealt with breast cancer or is dealing with it. So be a hero. Your $100 can go real far, and you can win a motorcycle. So there you go.
Is the party at 89 North? I see 89 North on
Well, okay. So what we're doing is the one that we're having October 6th. The bike will be there. You can, put some raffles on the bike. But we're raffling it off May 4th at 89 North at the Boogie for the Boobies in Patchogue. We got a long time.
I love that place. I always had a great time there.
It's a good time. It's a good place. So we're trying to raise as much money as we can. Like I said, 100% of the proceeds all goes to the patients. And they really do a fantastic job. So my voice is shot tonight, guys. Then I get my voice shot every night. Right? So. All right, good. Lucky. You have a great night.
Well, you too. Good night, everybody. It was good talking to y'all. It's a great show, and hopefully everybody out there in the internet world enjoyed listening to us.
Absolutely.
See you next week.
And Bob, You have a great night.
Good night. Yep. Good night, everyone. It was a good show. Appreciate it. I love talking to you guys. It's always fun. We like you said. I hope that people tune in and enjoy it.
Yeah.
You got it. LJ, you have a good night.
Yeah, I will see everybody in 2 weeks. I'll be partying my ass off all next week over at the Catskill Mountain Thunder at the Black Dawn Resort.
Excellent, man.
Have fun.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say good night, but before I go again, anybody out there that wants to go on the cruise, the High Seas Rally, check out the High Seas Rally and use promo code MAYHEM, and you'll receive $250 on board credit, which you can use in the casino. You can use a drink package, whatever you want to do. All right, so Motorcycle Mayhem Radio will be doing a live show from the ship, and it's going to be a fantastic time. I hope I see so many people there. You know, it's going to Tampa and to the Bahamas. It's going to be a fantastic time. And, again, go book today. And when you book, you're automatically entered. You can win 4 custom-built motorcycles. So you want to get on this. And, again, hang out with me, Johnny Rizzo. I'll be on the cruise. Again, use Mayhem as the promo code. And that's it. So I want to say good night to everybody. And we'll see you next week. All right?
Good night.
Good
Good night, everybody. Have a good night now. We out of here. Boom.